everyone! So, I have recently discovered another Goodreads group. It is called Booktubers from Around the World, and it was created by Jerry Walker. Now, I didn't quite understand the concept of what they were doing. Basically, you have a subject, and then you pick 3 books to go along with that. And I believe they call it 3-in-1 or 3-for-1, something like that. So basically, it's sort of like when they do Top 5 Wednesday, except instead of 5, it's 3. And I'm so sorry if I'm explaining that wrong, because I'm new at this and I'm very terrible at explaining it, but I thought that it was, a pretty fun concept. So, the topic for this month was books you instantly fell in love with. Of course, I'm very late on this because this is the last day of February. But, here we go. Here are 3 books that I instantly fell in love with. So, this is in no particular order. The first one is The Lovely Bones. I seen the movie first, and the movie is good. And then my sister, she got this from the library a few years ago. And then when she was done with it, I was reading it. And I just fell in love from page 1. Like, I liked the movie, and I liked the concept of the story and everything. I thought it was sad and beautiful and heartbreaking and everything. And the book is just so much more. Like I said, I don't hate the movie. It's one of those movie adaptations that I think were pretty well done. But of course, the book is better. That's no lie. It's just amazing from the very first sentence. You're just like hooked in and hooked into her story. Even though it's so sad, you just want to keep reading because even though she's a young girl, she's a very good narrator. It is told in first person. All these books are. And yeah, if you're ready for a good cry fest and everything, pick this up. Now, I've seen this shelved in both adult and young adult. I would not recommend this for anyone like under 14, because it does... I mean, I've read more graphic things, but it still kind of gets out there. But it's just beautifully done. It's like she really got into these characters' heads. And, just the reality of child abduction and the tearing apart of families, people who get away with these sick crimes and, everyone that's just victims and everything. And it's just, like I said, it's unfair, it's heartbreaking, but it's beautifully written. I can, rave about this book all day, despite the fact of how depressing it is. Actually, all 3 of these books are kind of depressing. Sorry, guys. Next up is 13 Reasons Why. Now, this book, I had actually read on my Nook. It was the second Nook book that I read. That's funny to say, Nook book. And this one deals with suicide and teenagers and bullying and guilt and everything else. Some people say she was a little dramatic and everything, but I think when you look at the things that happened, it's obviously called 13 Reasons Why. And really, it wasn't just the other kids. It was a lot of guilt that she felt that you find out towards the end. But, I can say that without spoiling it because you still need to read it to find out why things happen. But the story is told from 2 different points of view. One from Hannah, who committed suicide, and another from a boy named Clay, who liked Hannah, and receives tapes of her basically explaining why she took her life and everything, and saying that people who received these tapes are somehow responsible for her death. So he's going around trying to figure out what he did to this girl that he received these tapes. And I think the whole idea of the tapes was very interesting and everything. And one day I'm going to do a review on this because I believe I have one for the Lovely Bones. But yeah, I just love the concept of this. I love, it told from his point of view and then her point of view through the tapes and him going through the city and everything. I thought that was just a little different. And then finally, we have The Fault in Our Stars. This book is sad, beautiful, poetic, funny. It is a story of two teenagers who meet at I guess you would call it a cancer support center. And it's about their relationship in life and everything, and them dealing with this disease and how it affects them, their parents, their relationships, everything. People have, criticized this. People have said they love this. I loved it. I love the characters. To me, they're realistic. I just love the sarcasm, the humor, and, them trying to live life and everything, and not, just die inside and everything because of this thing that, is destroying them. The characters, are just strong and, they have personality. Some of the stuff obviously is fictional. I mean, it is a fiction book, but still, it is a good read. It flows very well. I'm a fan of it. I could read this again and again, and I probably will eventually. And again, this one will have to have a review, and I'll probably review this after I've seen the movie because it's one of the few books I read before the movie. Yay! So anyways, that is my first 3 for 1. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.